Hello there and good morning. I am in a hotel room in a German city called Saarbrücken, um, and I have a headache, and I now realize you're seeing my bed behind me with some with my luggage and some clothes on. I'm sorry about that, but yeah, and I woke up. Good morning there. I woke up with a terrible headache, and hi there, Trish. Um, just to reply to one of your comments on one of my videos, by the way. Hi there, Milton, all the way from New Zealand. I want to go to New Zealand. Hi there, Jacob. Jacob, good morning. Hello there, Mari from Florida. All the way from Australia as well. Um, yeah, good to see you all. So the title of this live stream is that I fix everything. And hi there, Trish. Well, thank you. If I am a little bit slow, it's because of the headache. It got Milton says if you go to New Zealand and stop by Reefton on the South Island, there is a good chance you will meet me. Yes, I don't plan to go there anywhere anytime soon, but I want to go there. Too much meat. I wish. No, it's I wanted to talk a little bit about. I was wondering what should I call this live stream. I tried to have a topic for every live stream, and this topic is about being a father. It's about being a man. It's about being a man with a family. And I talked with uh, some of the moderators on the main channel last night about this. And it's like it's not common knowledge anymore, but when you're a father, I'm sorry if this ticks someone off here. I don't think it will on here, but other places in society it will tick people off. They will get provoked. If you are a father, you are head of the family. Now, what does that mean? I feel it means very much the same as my role as chieftain in the Viking group back home. I do a lot of the lifting, the heavy lifting. I do a lot of the carrying stuff, and I make sure that everything is physically that we get things done. Now, so when I say that you have to realize that if you're a father, you're also head of family. That doesn't mean that you will be the one who decides necessarily, but you have to make sure you have to take responsibility that things get done, and you have to fix everything. And I thought that's a good title. I fix everything. Hi there, Tony. And to me, there is always something bad happening. There's always, whenever there is something, there is you get to a point where you realize that there will always be something new, there will always be something more. So whenever you think everything is sorted out, it's like everything falls apart when you're not there. Everything, you are needed there. You need to be the one who makes sure that things are fixed when they break. Good morning. Good morning. Um, Trish agrees. So my wife would not agree and wouldn't say that I'm head of the family. But um, it's like I'm not there now, and things need to be fixed when I get back home. Things need to be sorted out, and these are things that many people would think you can't fix. You know, you can't fix this. It's just the way life is. You can't fix it. But my attitude towards life is that I never give up, and I keep fighting. I will keep fighting, even if I know I will lose. Or let me phrase that with other words. I don't know if I will win, but I know I will never lose. That means that I will fight, I will do what I can, I will never give up, and if it turns out that the, the result is not what I wanted, I didn't lose. I did what I could, and I kept fighting. So I fixed everything. When I get back home, I won't get into too much personal details here, but there are things that need serious matters that need to be fixed. But also I have to sort out the firewood. I think I have to yeah, it's not interesting maybe, but there are lots of things that need to be sorted out, and you need to realize that if you're a father watching this, maybe you know this already. It's not something I wish I had realized this right from the start. It was a knowledge that came to me quite late, and but I realize now that it's my job to fix everything. If something is broken, if you're a father, if you're a husband, you must fix it, and that's your job. So also it's my job to be stable. I need to be stoic. I need to be. Other people might panic. I am not allowed to panic. So for me, I'm not a natural at being stable mentally. Not at all. So it's something I've had to learn. But I think we can all learn that. And I don't really like the idea that, you know, if you are born in a certain way, you have to act in that way. As I said, I've said it before, I have like what you would call an artistic temperament in a way, and so it's not natural for me to be the stable one, but I have to be. I have to be. It's I don't get to choose, so that's my job. I have to be stable. I have to sort things out. I have to fix things. Okay, that was the little talk. I just wanted to say that. And so, yeah, this is a small hotel room. I bought a pillow last night. Tris says, not boring, it's interesting because it's so different from the way we live. For example, no firewood to stack here. I grew up that way of life, and my dad made sure we had wood for winter. Yeah. Uh, I can't. I'm totally. This is what my range of movement in my head now. Pillow. I bought this pillow because I found the Fjellreven shop in Frankfurt. And don't laugh, well, you may laugh now. I thought I would go there and save one of the axes because they have Grensfors axes, and I would save one of the axes because I thought it was so terrible that those nice axes were kept in that big city. Yeah, I am that strange. So, but I got there and I was overwhelmed because it was the biggest Fjellreven shop I have ever seen, and they had all sorts of stuff. And for myself, I bought this pillow. It might work. Gang 2019. I will ask you something. Go and subscribe to his channel. Gang 2019. He has a great channel, and I'll tell you straight away. He came to the reading last night in this city here, and he is the guy who sent me a Jomsviking shield some time ago. A shield that I have used on several occasions, and so he's a great guy. Go and subscribe to his channel. Lots of Viking crafts there, and you will find it interesting. Yeah. So thank you for being there last night. It was awesome to see you there. And it's heartwarming and touching to meet friends in strange strange places or cities like this. You know, it's almost, I feel like I'm not that far from home. You know, yeah. So thank you for that. So yeah, I bought this pillow. Oh, thank you, Wolf Moller. Thank you. And I thought I will. Here's a bad idea. I bought this little pillow, and I thought when I got back home, like midnight last night, and I thought I will do a review. I will test this pillow tonight. So I used this pillow instead of like the 16 pillows they have put in this room. And it's just, I think what happened, I fell asleep straight away, and it just flipped, you know, point like this. And I've spent all night sleeping without a pillow. I woke up with a headache. So it might work in a sleeping bag, because then it doesn't fly around. But yeah, bad idea. What petition? Well, there's a petition. Now let's see. If I okay, not strange to me. Now let's see. Maria says it's nice to catch you live tonight. Well, glad to have you here. And Vinnie Max says, that is not strange to me. You want to save an axe from the city. That's beautiful. Well, I didn't buy an axe there. I got stressed out because I was so confused. They had 4 floors with the, you know, outdoors equipment. I shouldn't buy any more outdoor equipment, but I did. and it's a big secret what I bought. But I'll tell you, because I don't think my son is watching these live streams. And I bought him a gift. So he just turned 12. Jacob, thanks for joining us. Yes, lots of comments here now. The petition I'm talking about is a petition that one of the subscribers to the main channel started, and you can sign there if you want to see my novels published in English. And you go to, well, there's a link to that in the video description on all my videos. And you go to one of my websites and click on where it says that you can sign a petition. So if I hurt my neck, yeah, I hurt my neck because I slept without a pillow, and I'm an old man now, so I can't do that. And Dallas Wade says, you encouraged me to go on morning walks through the woods. Well, that's awesome. Let's see. Sean, no, don't be sorry. Glad to see you here. So, yeah, the secret. Let me tell you. I have to turn around. I will. I bought a tent, and you know what happened is I thought I want good quality, and I want my son to have a tent that's easy to pitch, and you know, because he's become very interested in the bushcraft lifestyle, and I wanted him to have a proper good tent, as you know. Well, I didn't hold back. It's the Hilleberg Enan, the one-person lightweight tent from Hilleberg. And I should probably not tell my wife the price of this tent. I got confused. The store, it was so large, and the tent was so nice, and it's 730 euros. So it's a good tent, good quality. I don't like bad quality stuff. Don't like that. So I looked at one tent that was cheaper, and it was not good. No. Look at this fantastic quality. It's going to be his tent, and he's going to love it. The price was a little bit, you know. He is old enough to take care of stuff. He won't break it. He, you know. Yeah, it will last him a decade or more. Yeah, I think more. You know, it's many years, and he will enjoy it. He can bring it, and he will always have, you know, a proper tent. It won't break if the weather is very windy, and I think I will get to borrow it as well. It's great, and it's, you know, it's proper quality, you know, Swedish. The Swedes, you know, when something is made in Sweden, you kind of know it's great. It's great quality. Um, and Sean says, better to buy one tent that will last years than cheap tent that will last a few months. I absolutely agree. Um, and when you talk about, well, we talk about, you know, the environment and so on, it's much better to buy high quality products instead of buying low quality products and you have to replace it, you know, because it breaks. So he, yeah, but I got a bit stressed because I've spent too much time at that store, and I had to be back at the hotel because we were leaving for another city, and I was late, of course, and I almost got lost again. And here's a funny story. Then we got on the train. The PR the PR representative from the publishing house here in Germany, she is kind of following me or leading me around, pointing me, go this way, and we were sitting on the train, and it took like 5 minutes, and I was hungry and thirsty, and I asked her, "Do you think I can get some food here?" Like, like a little child, basically. Um, yeah, that's a good saying. With quality, you only cry once. Yeah, when you buy it, and then you enjoy it. Yeah. So I said, well, I can go, and there was like a restaurant on the train, and I said, at least I won't get lost on the train. What happened? I did get lost on the train. I didn't tell her because I was a bit embarrassed, but it was a big train. So yeah, it was very confusing. Um, yeah. So I bought my son a tent. It was it's his birthday present. We didn't get him the birthday present that he wanted. Oh, hi there, Kane. Good morning. Nice to see you. Yeah, so this is a delayed present. But, well, my wife said try to find him a present. Because he did get a present, of course, on his birthday. But we were going to give him a, you know, a more, you know, another present as well. And I'm sure that, but I'm sure she didn't imagine something like this. But now it's here, and it will be his present when I get back home tomorrow. And I have two more gifts to oh, Logo 7. Today we celebrated early my eldest 19th birthday. Well, congratulations there. Yeah, going home tomorrow. Going home to fix things. I was going to be in a Viking camp this weekend. I can't do it. I can't go. I have to stay at home because I've been away for several days. And yeah, doing a lot of traveling. There are things that you can't tell your wife. They will worry. Have a good day. Well, it's true, Juan. By the way, I read your comment about Christianity, and you were commenting on me saying something about along the lines so the old Norse faith was not as warlike as the Christianity that was forced upon them. I was, of course, referring to Christianity of that time, you know, and 1,000 years ago. yeah, it will be nice to stay at home with your family for the weekend and take some time for yourself. Absolutely. Yeah, I need to sort out things with myself, with the eating and training as well. Um, I need to get back into that routine there. Um, it's um, it's hard when you're traveling, you know. Where are you? I am in Saarbrücken, Saarbrücken, but I'm here only for another 2 hours, and then it's a train going to Bad Berleburg, something like that. And yeah, that's the last city, and then tomorrow, no, yes, tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going home. I'm going home tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, was that not a question for me? Okay. Okay. So I'm glad you struggle with Dutch names too. I can say them in Norwegian. Bad Berleburg. We have someone with you on the trains. Yes. My German publisher. I'm traveling with a representative from the German publishing house. It is. I think they have learned that they have to do that because they can't. I wouldn't. I showed. I proved that I can't manage on my own in places like this. So what I do when I travel on my own is I take the plane to the country and I have a rental car. Can you teach us how to swear in Norwegian? Oh yeah, I'm quite good at that, but maybe another time. Well, thank you, Juan. Thank you. You could read the McDonald's menu. Well, thank you, Michael. Michael just signed the petition. Thank you, Tony. Yeah, a like would be nice. Um, yeah, I'm. Well, thank you, Kane. Thank you. If I were you, I would sleep on the train, but it's very uncomfortable. There are so many people. I can't sleep when there are other people looking at me. You know? Do you hate to fly? Yes, I hate to fly. Um, do you know how many names are on the petition? I think it's. I took a look at that yesterday, and it's 1100 something, but it really isn't enough to. I think we need to have 10,000 there before it will make an impact on any publisher, you know. Yeah, so sign the petition, and if only, you know, only if 10% of the subscribers to the main channel signed the petition, we probably would have convinced an English-speaking publisher to publish the novels in English. Um, so I need to sign 9,000 more times. Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't think that will. Yeah, yeah, but you know, it's 1100 is not enough to, you know, they need to. I don't know. These publishers sometimes, I don't know. Yeah. So what's happening now is that I am English or American, either one is good. So what's happening now is that I am. I think I'll get a shower, and I'll pack my bags, And well, thank you. And then I'll go down to the hotel lobby, and yeah, I'll explain. Gilbert, I'll explain. And we're off to the train, and I'll just go where I'm told to go, and that whole journey will end. I think there's another interview in that city. Where's the petition? Well, go to any of my websites, and there's a link to my websites in the video description on all my videos. And there, go to that one of my websites, and it says sign the petition, and you can sign the petition. Tony says link is below. Awesome, thank you, Tony. And the KG says one day you'll surprise us all and say the English version is coming. Yeah, I will. Yeah, so then it's off to that city, and an interview and a reading tonight, and tomorrow morning back to Frankfurt, and back to Norway. I am looking forward to that. So many people here. It is a country. My impression of Germany is that people here should be more. It's very regulated. Everything is regulated. There are rules for everything, and wow. Colin, that's. Well, thank you. $100. I don't deserve that. Well, that's Colin Peterson says, greetings from Washington. I'm waiting for English books. Colin, I'm very grateful. Thank you. And yeah, well, thank you. I don't know what to say right now, but yeah, thank you, Tony. The tribe, yes. I'm very grateful, and I'm glad that I started this second channel where I can do these live streams, because when I tried to do live streams on the main channel, it was so many comments I couldn't. I had no chance replying to the comments there. So this is much nicer, and I can relax more. That being said, I really enjoy making videos on the main channel. I really enjoy that, and I'm going to make a video on Thursday probably, and it's probably going to be about. Yeah, well, no, I'm not going to say because I haven't decided yet. So, Milton, does Norway have dirty jokes too? And if so, can you give us an example? Oh, yes, we have lots of those. And for some strange reason, those are the only jokes I can remember. But Caleb said, but what if this channel keeps growing? Then the comments could get unmanageable. Well, this is YouTube, so I don't think this channel will keep growing much. The way YouTube works, you have to do certain things and use the algorithm, and you have to. It's not easy to get your channel growing. um, it's yeah, and if you ask me, it's YouTube is they are what they're doing is that they are picking certain channels and they're promoting them because they say, okay, this channel, we want this channel, this is good for our advertisers, so we will promote this channel. That's what I think is happening. Yeah, so if you're not a channel like that, then it won't grow much. So, but anyway, it could, this channel could grow, and if it becomes unmanageable, and I'll start another one. Bernie, hi there. Good morning. YouTube doesn't work. Well, it does work, but it's not like it's this random, or it doesn't work in the way that they want us to believe it works. Follow the money. That's my. If you want to understand YouTube, then it's all about money. Third, fourth, fifth channel the tribal follows is the KG, Kane. Oh, thank you, Chris. I'll just have to check the time. Hold on. No, I can't find. I'm going against every principle here because I have two smartphones with me. I have to keep track of lots of things while I'm here. And yeah, daily motion, yeah, I have to keep track of so many things, and so I look forward to getting back home, and I'll turn off those phones and I'll use the dumb phones instead. Yeah, so it's kind of stressful, but what can I do? It's only for these few days. I'll have to find that other phone. Where is it now? Yes. How long until you get back home? Oh, I have lots of time. Yeah, you look like you need a few days in the woods. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I will talk a little bit about technology and Wi-Fi and all that. But first of all, it's it's so stressful here, and I can sense it. People here, they are kind of uptight and stressed, and I don't think that's good at all. Yeah, and also I have been now in an environment with lots of Wi-Fi, electronics. I have been in such environments constantly since Friday, and I can feel it's not healthy. KG says, I'll catch you later. Yeah, we'll talk later. Einar says, we will be in 1 hour in the woods for mushrooms. We'll have a nice mushroom hunt. So I've been in these environments constantly for since Friday, with Wi-Fi and electronics, and I feel my head is it's like it's buzzing inside my head. Back home, we do have Wi-Fi, but we turn it off at night, and it's it's so intense. I can feel it. It's not healthy. So yeah, that's probably something I will talk about on my main channel more. Um, and okay, now let me reply to some of the comments here. Um, what camping sites do you recommend in Norway? Well, you can camp anywhere in Norway. We have this law that says that you can go where you want and you can camp where you want. Of course, not in someone's garden. But if it's like a farmer owns a piece of forest, you know, you can camp in that forest. He can't say no, you can't camp here. It's my land. Um, so you can camp anywhere, and the nice places, well, lots of places. It's so Norway is a wilderness. Um, so yeah, it's it's like they say here in Germany, you can't go where you want. Like in England, you can't just go out and camp. You have to check who owns the land, and yeah. So I'm really glad about that law in Norway. You can go where you like. That's freedom. And let's see. Is the TV series Vikings an accurate representation of modern day Norway? Um, Not sure what you mean. Um, Hello? I was gone there for a few seconds. Can you see me? Um, can you see me now? Yeah. Okay. Okay. We're back. Yeah. Um, so one question there. What is a typical Norwegian breakfast? Um, yeah, it's some kind of cereals, I would say. Porridge. And now Colin is asking, I have heard that the Norwegian military have set up at the border entry points with Sweden. Set up at the border entry points with Sweden. Is that true? Well, we have the military guarding some parts of the border, and contrary to popular belief, it's not like you can just go to Norway like the you know the immigrants and so on. They some say, well, you're why you need to close your borders, and well, the borders are closed actually. Um, and Jan is asking, would you like to live in solitude? Not really. I'm very much a family man, and as the title of this live stream says, I fix everything. That's my job, even if I don't like it, even if I'm tired. Last night I said something that was, I said something. I don't. I was asked, "Do you need a break during the reading?" Uh, do you need to rest? And I said, no, I don't rest. I don't rest until I'm finished. And that sounded a bit, like a cliche, but it's true as well. It is true as well. You know, uh, as a family father, I think it's important to understand that you need to accept that you are the one who's going to fix things. And for me, I am not, and you're going to have to be the stable one. Um, I am not natural at being mentally stable. Well, that sounded a bit terrible, but I'm not natural at being. I have an artistic, not autistic, but artistic temperament in a way. So I'm not a natural at being the stable one, but I have to be. So you can learn everything, and I've had to learn to be the stable one in the family, and I'm doing my best on that. It's not easy for me, but I do my best. I try to do my best every day. And when I get back home, there are things I need to fix. Lots of things actually. So at the moment I can't travel. Bunyip says you don't feel you can share that job with your wife. In a way, I can, and in a way I must. And but she's. I think she is. I won't get into details here, but she has a very demanding job, and so I'm going to have to fix things now, and that's just the way it is. And a part of that is having the mentality that you never give up. And there will be people around you who say that, well, now you should give up. It's enough now. Um, but you don't give up. If I had given up when people told me it's enough now, be sensible, it's enough now, you've done enough, none of the things I appreciate in my life would have happened. I would not have been competing in the world championships in powerlifting. I would not have gotten back to it, um, which I did after many years, after breaking my neck, literally. I would not have had books published. I wouldn't even have had a family. So, folks, just beyond, well, thank you for clicking on this video, and glad to see you here. And when you look at family fathers up through time, it's always they are struggling, but they are not giving up. Well, some do, but you have to, you know, you have to, you have to be the man. You have to, it's your job. You have to be stable. You have to keep working, keep grinding, keep doing what you do. You know. And Einar says that he says, Kimberly, I know that I have a wife like you. I am disabled and she is my rock. Of course, I understand that, and that's awesome. That's beautiful. But in this case, for me, now I have to be the stable one. I have to be the one who fix things. Yeah, so it's, it's the dismantling of manhood. It's going to be, there are some things we do in our society now that will be probably looked upon in a few generations, maybe only in a few years, but probably by our kids and their kids already, as like they will ask themselves, why did they do that? I mean, did they really do that? They were talking about toxic masculinity back then. What were they thinking? And I mean, so there are some things we're doing now that is very unwise. We were talking about Wi-Fi and the 5G network. The 5G is going to be, it's so well documented that it's unhealthy. So they're going to say, did they really do that? You know? So at least that's what I hope. So I'll probably make a video on my main channel, and I'll talk about this same topic, and I'll talk about how it's terrible and it's a crime actually to dismantle manhood, and because we are robbing our children from a decent upbringing, and we are destroying people. But I'm going to talk more about that on the main channel. Wolf Muller, women says women don't really want these emasculated men. It's true, and don't get me wrong here. I realize I'm a middle-aged man. I have a family. I'm not like, exactly very attractive or anything like that. But I do sense that when I talk about these things, and I did last night actually, I did. Here in the politically correct Germany, I did talk about these issues. And especially the women, they respond to that in a very positive way. And they all say that. Well, they don't say it but they write it in comments and so on, that they wonder where the real men are. Where are the real men? That's what they're saying. And well, I was not fishing for compliments here, but I'm trying to say that it's women, they don't want well, maybe an 18-year-old girl, but we're talking about grown women. They don't want an emasculated man with, you see them in magazines and on TV. They don't want men like that. They want men who are good providers, who are stable, sensible, and who maybe even look the part. And I'm not talking about like you need to be, have wide shoulders and all that. It's got nothing to do with that. It has to do with your mentality and your masculinity, and understanding that masculinity is it's a very positive force. It's, what's the word? The opposite of destructive. It's constructive. No, the opposite of destructive. Yeah. And So my advice, not that I'm constructive. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Chris. Not that I'm asked for advice about these matters very often, but my advice to young men would be that the best, most sensible thing you can do, is to never apologize for being a man. Be a man 100%. It's probably natural for you, so it should be easy, and you know that's who you are. And if you are honest about that, women will probably find it attractive. Um, and yeah, a bit of dating advice here on the live stream as well. That's a bonus there. uh, Honestly, I don't know. But I think it's like that, and I think it's like that for younger women and younger men as well. But what do I know? Yeah, so glad to see so many people here, and yeah, I think I'll probably, yeah, I'm talking about being stable and sensible and so on, but it's all a mess here. I put all my stuff on the bed, um, and I have to tidy up the place. Milton says, just